Hey there, hi there, ho there. We are going to do a good stuffs read. I think we need it after this last week of kind of crazy things. But first, I want to use my Stranger Things mug. I haven't used it in a while, so I'm going to have my normal mug. If you've seen this mug in action, woo, woo, it's actually pretty cool. Oh, yeah, so glad I got out my napkin here. I'm making a mess. Not really, just a little bit. All right, let's see if is it changing? Can we see that change? It takes a minute. It's a color changing mug. Let's see if I can drink this without. Oh, it is starting to change. It is. Slowly. It's like a mood mug. Did you see it? There we go. There we go. That is so cool. It says R, U, and N. All right, that's fun. Get on with it, Mom. All right, let me stow this over here, my regular mug. Oh, that's so much fun. Look at that. Espresso, a mocha coffee. And one more thing, I'm going to be building a new kit today. I'm going to start making this Winter of Christmas. I don't know. I haven't even opened this yet, so we'll see. I'm kind of mixed feelings about this because of the box. It doesn't look super high quality, but you never know. It looks really cute. Check it out. There we go. So getting in that spirit of Christmas. Yes, we are. So, and I just ordered a holiday deck, and I'm hoping I'll get it really soon. I want to start using that. I should have ordered it sooner had I known it existed. I didn't know it existed. I was thinking about making one myself, and I was like, wait a minute, let's see if there's already one made, and of course there is. So went ahead and ordered that. I really have to shuffle these. This is going to be a good stuffs read for everybody. Like I said, I think we need it. I think because we're shifting to some new energies, especially for 2026 and onward. I think mainly the biggest influence is Pluto in Aquarius. And so I feel like the past and some sticky residual energy is trying to, do that last grasp kind of thing, but we're getting away from it. It very much feels like the ending of a horror movie. What? Let me grab that. Where'd you go? Oh, look at that. We had one card come out, the Four of Swords. Blessings, possibly. All right, let me make sure this is really good and shuffled. And what we're going to do is collective for each element. And we're going to do it in my normal order of water, earth, air, and fire. I do that because I'm a fire sign, and so I put the element that I am farthest from first. That's why I do it. Yeah. So that is my MO. Let me make sure these are really, really good and shuffled. I am really wanting to watch one of my favorite holiday movies, Krampus. I love it. It's the one with the family that gets snowed in, and the grandmother that tells them the story of Krampus. I would love to go to Germany whenever they're having one of the festivals. I think it's neat. I like it. Like it a lot. Oh, I just watched Fat Man. Now that was a good one. A different kind of holiday movie. Mel Gibson. It's actually really good. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's got the guy, Goggins, that plays kind of the bad guy on Fallout. Wait, nope, come back here. Ooh, look what just plopped right out. All right, we're going to get into this. I'm just kind of, here we go. Got some more that flipped over a whole chunk. I just want to get, I had these organized because I thought I was going to use them to make a holiday deck, and I didn't have to. So I just want to make sure they're all good. So good stuff, 5 minutes of just nothing. All right, good stuffs for water signs for whenever they are watching this. You've got the Page of Wands coming out first, so it could be communication, could be enthusiasm, because that's what we have a lot of with the Page of Wands. Could even be passionate messages, good news, all good things, all good things. Oh, of course. I was talking about Krampus. Have you been naughty or nice? I get a mischievous quality here. What are you getting into? We have the 5 of Wands. Hi, Sophie. And the Wheel of Fortune. You might be winning a competition. That's what I'm feeling here. Winning a competition of some sort. You have possibly with this 8 of Pentacles, maybe a promotion or a raise coming up. We are at the end of the year. People are going to get evaluated. And maybe there was something you were competing for at work that it seems like luck is on your side here with the Wheel of Fortune. Strategy with the 7 of Swords. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling there. Ooh, Empress, yes. Abundance coming in, being very attractive, fertile. Things coming to you, I think, very easily, because all she has to do is wave her wand and she'll grow all this wheat here at the bottom, which is a symbol of prosperity and abundance. Now, that is fertile, so once again, if you're a fertile myrtle, do take precautions. If not, you wouldn't have to, don't worry about it, obviously. But I think you've had some strategy going into this. And enthusiasm too. And with that devil energy, possibly being obsessive about this as well. Really wanting this, it feels like a promotion. And there is competition, obviously, if you're in work. You know, there could be competition for a certain level that you're wanting to go up. But what this is saying, and with the page as well, because pages are learning, could be learning something new. You might be adding to your skill set here, making yourself more valuable. There you go. And then you would definitely get the raise or promotion, because this does feel work related, this first flop here. As if we're playing poker. I'm talking about the flop. I don't know what else to call it. Oh, look at that. You've got victory here. You're going to get something. Rewards, recognition. Like I said, promotion. I was feeling it from the beginning here. Victory. All right, now you have the 9 of Wands. Just trying to figure out how to make it all work. That's the energy I get here. The 9 of Wands is that persistent, never give up. Whatever knocks you down, you just get right back up. So this is saying that if you have experienced failures, you learn from them, you pick back up, you move on. You don't give up. And also that 8 of Pentacles is also an energy of not giving up. This is nose to the grindstone type of work here. Oh, I knew this was work related. Water signs. Look at this. Ace of Pentacles. This is a new opportunity for you. And like you're going to get some type of rewards, recognition, celebration, something in your honor. Something really great is happening here. It definitely feels work related. All right, so Let's do another set of messages for water signs. What else do they need to know? The good stuff coming to them right now. All right. All right, here we go. Knight of Wands. Not sure if this is your energy or if someone's coming towards you with this Sagittarius fiery energy. Ooh, Seven of Cups. That is Scorpio energy. We've got the Queen of Cups now, Cancer, and the Knight of Pentacles. You have options here. This could be more of on the personal side with this Queen of Cups energy. The Queen of Cups, I think, is representing the water signs here. So this would say that you are on top of your emotions. She's sitting kind of on top of this water here. Actually, she's kind of more on the shore, but that's fine. You know, this is emotional maturity. This is learning from the past, because all queens are reflective energy. They're water and then their additional elements. So this is water on water. So it's a lot of emotions. Hi. And so I think someone sees you as very nurturing and caring. And so right now, in this realm here of emotions and things, this is either, it's probably both. A lot of options. Some options are good and some probably aren't so good. You know, it depends on what you're attracted to and that sort of thing. But it looks like you have two different energies to pick from. Someone who might, you know, this is a good stuff to read. So this is someone who's very fun, very outgoing, energetic, you know, wants to, hey, they just call you up, spur of the moment. Let's go do this. Let's go explore that. So very fun energy. This could just be a friend. There's another energy, very opposite. We have Virgo here, which is very slow moving. You know, this would be the person that kind of hangs out at home, doesn't really go very far, but they're very, I would say, stable, persistent kind of energy. These feels like possibly just friends of yours, but it could be romantic interests for you to choose from. All right, let's try not to get any of these on the floor. So I think you have options with who you can hang out with right now. That's what this is feeling like. Plenty of options. Oh, we have the Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. This is about equal reciprocity. You want to spend time with people that are equally as giving. You know, I know it's not going to be all the time equal, but it needs to kind of average out that you're not the only one putting in the effort, you know, and yeah, you make sure that it's equal. And there's another element of this. It's your own value and self-esteem here. Make sure you're sharing yourself with the right people that deserve it. Some people don't deserve your you know, your resources, your time, effort, energy, love, money, all these things. So this is, I feel like, a reflective energy with this Queen of Cups, to look at who you're sharing your resources with and maybe why. Ooh, the Hermit, more Virgo energy. You might be going into a bit of a hermit mode right now, doing some introspection, maybe thinking about your relationships with that Queen of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, like feeling like you're worth more. We have the King of Wands coming up, Leo energy, and maybe you're wanting someone that is more kingly or mature, whether it's male or female. But once again, this is another energy of, you know, somebody who's spontaneous, someone who, that this in particular is someone who's very pleasure oriented, wants to have fun, wants to play, wants to do stuff. So this could be talking about your inner world as well. Maybe there's a part of you that really wants to stay in, but then there's this other aspect of you that's really wanting to get out. And that could be part of that devil energy as well. There could be something suppressed here within you. Maybe you're wanting to have more fun. But it seems like you're dealing with this earth energy and this fire energy. One is very grounded and stable, and the other one's really kind of wild and unpredictable. Ooh, look at this. 10 of Pentacles, leaving a legacy. There also could be some advice coming in from a more mature person that you're not expecting. This could also be some type of inheritance for some of you. Queen of Pentacles now. You've got a lot of earth energy showing up. Resourcefulness. Ooh. It feels like you need to choose something here. This is choosing a path, but it's definitely making a choice. Maybe you've been in a comfort zone with this very stable kind of hermit, Knight of Pentacles, slow energy, and maybe you're thinking about going for something different, it feels like. Maybe that's where that Knight of Wands and the King of Wands is coming through, because it feels like there's some kind of choice that you're making here. Maybe you're choosing between two different people, someone who's very outgoing and energetic and wants to explore. Maybe I just heard urban exploring. Be careful with that. And then you have this more laid back energy that just kind of wants to chill at home. Seems like you might have a choice there, water signs. Let me know how that works out for you. All right, let's move on to earth signs now and see what's going on there. Gitma codes integrated. Has everybody got caught up on the new season of Stranger Things? Oh, if I could talk to you about it, I would. My favorite thing about the whole deal was the very last few minutes. And then now we got to wait till Christmas to get the next installment. And then the last one is, you know, like New Year's. Yeah, that was pretty cool. I didn't like the opening scene. I'm going to tell you that right now. They could have taken that clip. Not going to talk about what it is because I don't want to spoil anything. They could have put that somewhere else. I think they should have just started where that scene where it ended and the next part began. That next part is where they should have started it. My opinion. Yep. All right. Earth signs. What's the good stuff coming towards you? I can't wait to get that box open and see what this little Christmas book nook is going to look like. I don't think I'm going to put up a Christmas tree this year. I have a small one. I have a big one. I have a Martha Stewart tree. This space is just not big enough for my Martha Stewart tree. But I do have a smaller one, but the cats. Need I say more? The cats. Makes me sad because I like having Christmassy stuff up. But I could just be the Christmas tree, couldn't I? All right, earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Let's see what we got. Ooh, are you waiting for something? Maybe waiting for a package or something, some type of, it could be communication. Maybe. This is sun energy. You're optimistic about it. You're waiting for something to come in, your ships. Maybe expansion. Ooh. Chariot. Cancer energy. You've got the Six of Pentacles, equal reciprocity. Let's see what else you have here. Ooh, the Lovers. It's a decision time, a choice. So I feel like the choice here is like, do you wait or do you just go after it? Because Earth is kind of a wait and let's see what grows kind of energy. Slow moving. My son's a Virgo. He's not nearly on the same kind of speed that I am as a Sagittarius. So my inclination would be go. What are you waiting for? And maybe that's the message here. What are you waiting for? You know, be proactive about this. Know your value as well. You could be learning this, your true value here. It sounds like a hardware store. It is. No affiliation. Dumb. All right. So equal reciprocity, making sure that you're getting back what you put in, knowing your value and putting yourself out there. You're making a big decision here because we have got the Chariot, which is choosing a path. We have making a choice and then going is what we have here, big time. And this is going to affect this kind of choice here. When we see the Lovers come up, this Gemini energy, it means it's a big choice. It means this is going to affect your life big. I don't know how else to put it. Big choice. But you've got this drive and determination and this guidance. And I feel like with the Sphinxes here, these are the mysteries of the universe. Is something like you've got to figure out what it is. You've just got to go. You're tired of waiting. Maybe you are tired of waiting. I would be tired of waiting. It feels like there's something you can do here. And maybe it's because you're discovering your self-worth that's prompting this. You're just saying, you know what? I deserve it. I'm worth it. Let's just go for it. I mean, the only thing I think you're really going to regret in life is the things you didn't do or didn't try. Because at least if you try, you know what would happen. That's my opinion. Oh, Page of Swords. Woo, Emperor. Aries energy. And now we have the Knight of Wands. There's a fire that is, this thing is so itchy. It's growing. There's a curiosity here with this Page of Swords. Maybe learning something new. See that here? Could be communication. The Emperor, this could be who you're communicating with. Maybe the energy you're going towards. This could be a mentor. This could be this person, this Emperor, could be offering you something. Or, I mean, this is a card of hard control. This is really taking the reins and taking control over your life, really. Being the top dog here. So however it resonates with you, we have this Knight of Wands energy. Let's go. That's what I'm feeling with that Chariot energy. Let's do this. Let's go. So you might be feeling that energy coming up like around you, within you, which earth signs, you know, that you need direction for this, I have to say, because this can, any night, they're ready to go. That's just part of their energy. They're mutable, they're changeable, they're influenced by things, but they need direction. So I think you do have direction because you have the Chariot. You have expectation here for something. All right, we had too many. There's too many. It's like a whole chunk. So you need direction and focus. And maybe you're getting that from this Emperor energy, whether it's coming from within you or something that, someone that is influencing you. It could be a mentor type energy. Oh, look at that. So there's sanctuary, 5 of Pentacles, inside this building. It'll keep you from freezing out here in the cold. But that building, even though it is sanctuary, it's only going to let you get so far. If you, what I'm feeling here is there is a big unknown cold world out there. But this out here, not in that sanctuary where you're safe, out here is where you're going to experience the most growth in your life and have adventures. even though it might be a little tough at first, there's an unknown here. And I think what you're doing is you're focusing on your strength, which is what this card is asking you to do in this time of uncertainty and change in your resources. It's a focus on your strengths. And the universe will provide. This is a heart's desire, something new, a new potential. So it could be what's fueling you right now is this heart's desire to step out into this perceived cold. You don't know, but you just have to go. Oh, look at that, the moon. You're following your intuition here, Earth signs. And there is fear here, obviously. I think there is. But there's also so much. What's on top of that is this desire, this expectation, and this sense of knowing that you're doing the right thing. Things that come easy aren't usually the best things for us. And so I think you're facing your fears here, but your intuition, you're focused on this spot here off in the distance and just putting blinders on to this stuff on the side, to not let your fears stop you from moving forward. That's what I'm getting there for Earth signs. You're getting a fire lit. Making a big decision, it feels like. All right, let's get the next row. It might be a continuation, it might be some different story, but this is good stuff. So you're facing your fears there with something, which is good. It's going to help you grow. All right. Oh, yeah. You have the Seven of Wands, Leo energy. You're putting your foot down. This is something that you want to do. You're not going to be swayed from this. So this is pretty meaningful. You mean business here. We have Knight of Cups, and that's firm, healthy boundaries, which is very good. You have some Pisces energy coming in. Three of Cups. Let's keep going and see what's going on here. And the Two of Swords. There's that intuition again. We have your social life here with healthy boundaries. That's wonderful. So we have celebration, community, being around people that support you and love you and are good for you. You might have an offer coming in, or you might be in that state of being open to giving and receiving. And I feel like you're trusting your intuition here. Maybe in the past, you were this or that, but there's so much more. There's so much gray. So this is about when the blindfold shows up. You were trusting your intuition here with something in regards to maybe this offer. I don't think you're going to let anyone come into your circle that's not going to be beneficial to you, because the Three of Cups is also about being around people, like I said, that are supportive, but you can share with them your ideas, your goals, and they're not going to poo-poo it, you know? They're not going to tear you down or tell you you can't do it. So you might be, with that Seven of Wands here, limiting your contact with people that don't support your heart's desire, what you're going for. All right, let's see what else we have here. Oh yeah, all right. So now we have the Six of Swords. And so this is moving to calmer waters. You're moving away from people or things that don't support you. Ten of Pentacles. Nice. Leaving a legacy. Possibly getting advice. We see an older gentleman here and we see the dogs. You might be getting some advice from someone in your family you wouldn't expect to. Might be good advice. And we have the Hermit showing up now. That feels like maybe who is wanting to give you some advice, but it's also introspection. The Hermit's holding the star, Solomon. And so this is your hopes, wishes, dreams. The Hermit goes into hermit mode in order to reestablish that connection with their higher self and in their journey. So you might be thinking very deeply at this time about what it is you want, and maybe this 10 of Pentacles. Thinking ahead, planning. Ooh, 10 of Wands, Sagittarius. There is some hard work ahead. Now, this could say there might be more efficient ways to do things. So do be mindful that you're not burning yourself out with this energy, but it's also the energy of not giving up. It's also the energy that you are getting close to this harvest, this 10 of Pentacles. So whatever it is you've been doing, stick with it. It is in your future. So we have this energy in that top row. I'm not done with the bottom yet, of you making a choice to go after something, some type of heart's desire, and then really sticking to your guns down here. I like that. Very good. Yeah, putting in the work. This also feels very work related, even with the cups. It feels like something that you are very passionate about with that 7 of Wands, of defending that you're going to do this. You're on that path to mastery, and you're not going to give up. You're going to put the work in. And with that Hermit, I feel like you know that this is a very long-term goal. This is the end of your suffering. Okay? This is, now that you've chosen this path for yourself, it's changing your story. By following this path, you're leaving this energy behind, is what I'm feeling like here. You're taking control of this situation. You're definitely thinking about the future and calming your mind and going towards this. That's what it feels like to me, Earth signs. And this is just saying that the past and everything, it's done, it's over, it's finished. You've completed it. You've completed like a major chapter. Let's just say that chapter of your life. It's definitely not over. Your story is just now beginning, really. Woo. Go Earth signs. All right, let's get into our air signs. Air, 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 the good stuff coming to air signs. All right, integrated. Got it. It is still foggy outside. Big time. All right. Is my coffee getting cold? It's warm. All right, air signs, the good stuff coming to air. Oh, all right. This is a good stuff's read. So don't worry, air signs. There is some loss here. Possibly regret. It could be a period of ill health. But the good news is, if we look back here, there's a bridge, and then a city, a castle. We have these 2 cups that are filled. There's a process here of grieving something that is over. And it's, because it's a 5, we know that it's temporary. It will pass. And so that's a good thing. Whatever this grief is, it will pass. Do watch the latest Gemini. I don't want to say anything else about that. Page of Wands. We have news coming in, communication. Ooh, the Star. Could be some distance here. And the Five of Pentacles. It's time to focus on your strengths with the Five of Pentacles, not your weakness. You may feel left out in the cold, but it's time now to shift. Grieve what you need to grieve, because we have both of these fives here. The Star, I'll be honest with you, this does feel like someone maybe has transitioned into spirit, and that's the distance we're feeling here. But the communication is still open. You can still speak with them, and you will heal. We have the Star energy. Healing is here for air signs as you go through this change. All right. A lot of change happening here. It's time to, with the Star energy, I feel, to get reconnected with your higher self and your mission here to help you deal with this, to put your focus back on you is what I'm getting. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Getting back to work. High Priestess. There's that connection with your higher self. And the Queen of Cups, self-love and care. Definitely. So yeah, you're coming out of a rough patch, and you're having to, maybe, for some of you, maybe be the head of household is what I'm getting with this. Having to focus on work, focus on this healing aspect of with the Queen of Cups. So we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, and in between them is the High Priestess. There's a connection there with this person still, I feel like. And the High Priestess is that connection to spirit. So definitely, you're getting messages from either your higher self or from the spirit realm at this time to hang in there, you know, to try to be optimistic at this time. Look at that. I have a feeling some of you are going to find a gift from this person that you didn't know about. But this could also just be gifts coming in. I'm hearing it's very important to be with family over the holidays right now. And that children are important right now is what it's saying. You have the Devil energy coming in here. Could just be Capricorn. But what I'm getting here is, don't be tempted to self-medicate if you're going through a tough time with this Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Don't be tempted here. You want to focus on the good and happy memories, because this is a reflection, like, you know, remembering the past and the good times. You definitely want to reflect on that. But there is the potential here to, with this Devil energy and with the Five of Pentacles, to get depressed, you know, so do be aware of that. This is a good stuffs read. I don't think it's going to happen. Yeah. So in time, you will be able to move on from this, is what I'm getting with the Eight of Cups. Yeah. So, are you going through a tough time for some of you? Yes. But you will get through it, is what this is saying. Stay connected with your higher self, stay connected with spirit, and you will get through it. You will be able to move on, is what this is saying. But it's a process. But definitely lean on that Queen of Cups energy. All right, you've got justice coming in, air signs. Look at that. Justice here. Balance. Things are going to come back into balance here. You just got to give it time. It's a transition. Oh, yeah. Ace of Cups. New opportunity here. Heart's Desire. We have the Hermit. That's coming out for everybody so far in this reading. It's showing up. It came out for water and earth. So this is that connection with the star energy. You want to stay connected to that. Seven of Pentacles, analysis, taking the time to really evaluate where you are in your resources, time, effort, energy, love, all those things are resources. And looking at what you're doing right now, where these resources are going. Is it making sense? Are you getting what you need to get out of those pentacles, those situations that you are feeding, essentially? Oh, man. Air signs are going through a rough time in that top part, some of you. But you will get through it. That's the good thing. All right. Emperor, control. This is hard control. And I think it goes with all of this, really. The Hermit, deep introspection. The Seven of Pentacles, really taking a look at everything analytically and being in a place that's not very emotional about this particular thing. The Emperor, like I said, is hard control. You can see he's wearing his armor underneath his robes, ready to go. This could be a judgment here because we have the Emperor and the Justice card. Commitments, partnerships with the Four of Wands, and now the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you might feel a little beat up after all of this, but I think you're going to get through this. It's going to definitely make you stronger and wiser, that's for sure. But this is referencing your commitments and partnerships and committed to yourself, really, and getting through this situation is what I'm mainly getting. And for some of you, this could be a new relationship commitment because we do have the Ace of Cups. We've got the Four of Wands, which is a marriage card. We've got Justice, which could be court, legal. We have the Emperor. This could be a new relationship coming in. Knight of Wands. This could be travel. It's very passionate. And it's saying you're protected at this time. We see the salamanders here on the night, being very adventurous. This, like I said, this could be travel because we have the pyramids in the background. Six of Pentacles, Taurus energy. This is coming out for everybody too. Equal reciprocity. Knowing your worth as well. When you have a good sense of self-worth, you're not going to be around people that treat you less. It's just not tolerable. So when you have a good self-esteem, I don't mean being arrogant and all that. I just mean knowing that you deserve the best. The people that would treat you less than that, they just can't stay in that energy. They're just not welcome. Ooh, you've got the Lovers here. Gemini. The Lovers is about making a choice. And so you have a choice here, I think, for a new opportunity, a new commitment here. That's what it feels like. And it's after a loss of some type. Now that loss, it may not be a person. It could be, I'd say, work, but sometimes when we lose a job, get downsized, whatever happens, it oddly works out in our favor in some way. Like when you look back and you're like, oh, you know what? That was actually good. That didn't work out for me, because then it opened doors and other possibilities. Because some people will stay in a comfort zone in that sanctuary right there and just never grow, never become more. So there we go, air signs. Challenging, changes coming in big time, but also I feel new opportunities for growth. But yeah, it's one of those things, you're going to suffer, but you're going to be happy about it, as Ron would say. Woo. Air signs. All right. Now let's move on to fire. The good stuff coming to fire signs, and it's coming out for everybody. I'm still shuffling, but we have the Six of Pentacles, knowing your self-worth, equal reciprocity. I really like the Six of Pentacles, and it's Taurus, but it's moon, and so it's about the cycles of giving and taking that we are all a part of in our lifetimes. And it also speaks about balance as well with the scales. All right, let's see. Fire signs. Ooh, hard at work with the Eight of Pentacles. This looks like it's focused on what you do for work. This is the path of mastery here, of increasing your knowledge and skills and becoming better and better at what you do and becoming more valuable. Ooh, there's some Saggy energy there for the fire signs. The Ten of Wands. This is saying you're very close to a harvest, to completion, something you're doing. You're going to start seeing results if you're not already. Ooh, and Temperance. Look at that. A lot of Saggy coming in for a fire like that. Patience, my dear. It's what I just heard. It takes time to work on that inner alchemy and this is actually helping. When you discover your true self-worth and how valuable you are, and truly feel it in your core, that will radiate around you and become the frequency that you are putting out, and thereby there's a ripple effect. And so when you know how valuable you are at your core, the universe has no choice but to catch up. And so I think that's what's happening here. Ooh, more Taurus energy. So we have the Hierophant. This is blessings. He's got his two little fingers up here. Blessings, path mastery. You might have a mentor, a guide. But it feels like you are blessed at this time with whatever it is you're doing. Very good. Ooh, new opportunity could be coming in. You might be making these opportunities on your own. The more you learn with that Eight of Pentacles, the more skills you have, the more books you read or podcasts or whatever you watch, the more you add to your knowledge, you'll be able to see these opportunities where you didn't before. Right there, right in front of you, always there. Could be a promotion. Ooh, we have intuition and some focus here with the moon. Probably facing your fears regarding something. So this little crustacean here comes from the depths, right? Coming up. We have these animals here that represent our domestic and wild sides. And then we have the moon and this path that goes way off in the distance. So the moon is a very fixed point intuition and going towards it despite the fears, despite the unknown that's out there. And I feel like you're protected at this time as you go towards this Ace of Pentacles, this golden opportunity. Looks good to me, fire signs. Oh, look what you're going towards. Heck yeah. Leaving a legacy. 10 of Pentacles and King of Cups. Scorpio energy. Now this could be you or someone else. This is the energy of someone who's very caring, very affectionate, very on top of their emotions. You see he's on top of that water there. Has already done the deep dive in their emotions and has really sorted things out. Anything that was potentially hurtful or negative from their past, they've turned into pearls of wisdom. So it's great. So this is either somebody coming towards you, and maybe they're the one that maybe they're very well off, you know, kind of millionaire energy, or this could be completely your energy that you've finally come into this emotional maturity. Not that you weren't before. All right, let me get one more card on that stack. So good stuff, Reed. I think this is in your past right here. This could be things that you tried before and they didn't work out. This is saying don't give up with these 2 cups back there. There is so much waiting for you. So don't give up. And so it's interesting how these energies flow, because you're so close now, I feel, to getting to this 10 of Pentacles, because you have the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. You've got Sagittarius saying have patience. You know, you might be doing something that didn't work out before. You're trying it again. This time it's saying the energies, especially with all the great energy coming towards us in 2026 for fire signs, don't give up. There is so much waiting for you. But like I was saying, sometimes when we are getting really close to a breakthrough, that's when we feel like giving up the most. I don't know why. So don't give up. Do not give up, even when the going gets tough. The tough gets going, right? So stay positive, keep your head up, not down. Like that figure there, and you'll get through it. Now we have the Queen of Pentacles here, resourcefulness, very nice, Capricorn energy. I like it, very abundant. You can do a lot with very little. You know the value that you bring to things, I think. And right now it's saying that you're in a very creative energy, and what you focus on, you can manifest. We have the 7 of Wands. You may not feel like you're ready completely, but you just got to go. You've just got to get started with something. The story with this guy, if you look at his feet, he shot up out of bed because he heard the commotion outside, and he just grabbed whatever shoes he could. And, you know, there's that sense of maybe not being prepared, but whoever is really prepared for anything, you just got to go and do it and stick to your guns. That's what I'm feeling there. And good, healthy boundaries, of course, with that one. We have the Lovers, Gemini energy, making a choice. And with the Lovers, it could be a choice of choosing yourself, integrating, not casting out your shadow, but really taking a good hard look at it, especially with that King of Cups energy, to face your fears with that Moon card, and to not deny your shadow. Yeah, this is integrating. Now we have the High Priestess, Cancer energy, more Moon energy, intuition, broad intuition. You probably know that you have unlimited potential, that you really can have whatever you want, but you have to believe it and feel it within you with that Temperance and the Six of Pentacles, knowing your true value, your self-value. Sounds like a hardware store. But there you go. You have no limits. All right, let's see what else we got here. Ah, Page of Pentacles. Could be good news. Now we have the King of Pentacles. We have the King and Queen of Pentacles here. You could be receiving a message from someone. This could be a partnership. Ooh, 10 of Swords, the end of suffering. Whatever that suffering is for you, it is over, it is done. This is saying the past is, it's done, you know, nail in the coffin. There's no going back. I don't think you'd want to. Something is over here. Whatever struggle you had, you know, it's done. Which is very good news, right? That is like the best news. Ah, more Saggy energy here. We have the Nine of Wands. You know, if you get knocked down, you just get right back up. You're stronger, wiser. Ooh, Emperor. Wow, hard control here. Taking a stand. Because we have some very firm boundaries coming in here. Making a choice, choosing yourself, choosing to be in the energy of abundance and prosperity, and then taking action. This is not the energy of an emperor that just sits on their throne. Look at that. He's wearing his armor under there. So when you see an opportunity, you take it. Absolutely. And I think by choosing and putting yourself first, that is what ends your suffering. You know, concentrating on what is best for you at this time. Ace of Cups. Now it could be some love coming in, or it could be a heart's desire. Got Justice at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, that's, I mean, it could be an emperor you're attracting, and you're gonna, I don't like it when I say that. You will attract what you are. And so this looks really good. Fire signs. Very good. All right, you guys, that's all that we have for now with the good stuff. And I am going to work on this little book nook and see how that goes. Hopefully it turns out really well. You know what? Let's go ahead and open it right now and kind of take a look, since I've got you guys here. This will be in a separate video, but let's just see what it looks like. This looks like a small book nook. What does this open? What is this? Oh. I have to download PDF instructions for this? Does it not come with instructions? What in the world? Oh, this is cute. So it's printed right on the board. It is particle board. Does this... Oh, it does come with... Okay, it's got instructions. And so let's look at the bits and bubbles. Oh, a tiny little tray. Ah, so this one gives you some tools. Not the best tools, I have to say. These scissors are going to go right in the garbage. It actually has a little music box. All right, so we got our little lights. It's a touch sensor. Those are, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Oh my God, I wonder what song this is. Oh, well, you gotta watch. You don't have to, but you know, you should watch the video on me making this. I always think I can make it in one day. No, probably not. Oh my gosh, look at all these little presents I get to make. Eee! This one's actually got craftables in it. Some just don't have it. All right, well, that's gonna be it for this one. I'm gonna get started on this today. This one's gonna be fun. We'll put everything back in there. All right, until I get ready to put it together. All right, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And do watch me build this whenever I get it uploaded. So that's going to be it for now. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.